Hi, good morning, everyone. This is welcome back to the 2024 welcome to day 2 of the oh, oh hang on, let me just turn off. Sorry, my YouTube was on. Okay, let's start again. Welcome everyone to the to day 2 of the 2024 National Scrabble Championships of Singapore. We will start game 9 with Jian Rong playing Wei Bin. So Jian Rong sitting at the top spot currently with 7 wins and a spread of 488. And Wei Bin, who had crawled back up after a bad start yesterday, and he is at the 5th position with 5 wins. But a very healthy spread of 640. So Wei Bin wins a couple of more games, he will be right up there in the running. And co-commentating with me today is Darren Koo, also of Malaysia. Hi, Darren.
Hi, good morning, guys. Excited for today after watching 8 rounds of really high-level Scrabble yesterday. And definitely looking forward to what we're going to see today.
Yes, we had many exciting games yesterday. Very close, tight ones.
Yeah, and as you was mentioning, Wei Bin sitting pretty on 640 spread after day 1. A lot of it came from his last game yesterday. I see the scores. He had a 662-point win over Chia.
Oh, yes, I see that, yes.
Yeah, that gave him a healthy 300 spread.
Yeah,
in
a nice
game.
boost,
yeah.
which he will need.
Yeah, we could
because
even
it's going
see,
to be very tight. It's going to be very tight.
Spread actually deciding a lot of positions coming the end of the tournament.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm looking at the standings after round 8 yesterday, and the top 5 are all just half a point behind each other, like away from each other. So Jian Rong on 7, Wolfram Po right behind him, 6.5, with a very close spread of 492. And then behind Wolfram, Jeremy with 6 wins, and followed by Marlon, 5.5, and Wei Bin and Asher on 5 each. So, and then a whole bunch of 4s after that. So very, very tight, very, very close. It's going to be very exciting. Like, we just can't tell who's going to win this, right?
Yeah, we can't. And to start game 9, Jian Rong plays Rawness to kick us off on day 2.
Oh, wow, okay. And yes, definitely nothing's going in front of Rawness, and Jian Rong being very sure that nothing is going in front of Rawness to place it like that.
So interesting choice of Rawness. This so Jian Rong did arrange the other anagram of answers, but opting to play Rawness instead. Answers doesn't place the W on the double letter score, and then scoring a little bit lesser, but doesn't expose the S on the triple as well. So I don't know, Vanita, if it were you, what would you play?
So I think so I will look at it this way, that the chances of I don't know. So he'd also exposed the A. So, maybe he's thinking like, okay, my opponent takes one, I take the other. And then of course the chances of bingo is not high in the first move. Or the second move, his opponent hasn't had a chance to massage his rack. So I think it's all right to just take the score. He's ahead by a bingo now, anyways, and like he also has that exposed A to fall back on. So yeah, I think maybe it's all right to just go with the score here.
Take the score.
Yeah, take the score. I tend to be more defensive, and I might have chosen answers. But also depends. It also depends on who I'm playing sometimes. So I might just go for the score sometimes.
Okay. In this case, if you were playing Wei Bin, would you play answers?
Yeah. Okay. So playing Wei Bin, Yeah, maybe I'll be more defensive against Wei Bin, actually.
Okay. Yeah.
What about you?
Bin,
What would your choice be?
um, I think I would go for the score. I mean, regardless of who I'm playing, I would prefer to play a more open board.
Okay.
So, yeah. So in this position, I probably would agree with Jian Rong and take rawness as well. Yeah. But of course, we've been known for his word knowledge, right? Very vast word knowledge. As you mentioned yesterday, he also well known globally for his Mr. 850 nickname, having scored 850 points in one game. So
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and no one has beaten that yet, right?
not on record, at least.
Okay.
So Wei Bin with a pretty awkward rack. He has the Y at the very least to score, and I believe that he has chosen the highest scoring one with UEY.
Yeah,
keeping AETT.
Yeah, tough to start with two double U's just right after your opponent has played a bingo down.
Yeah. He's opted to play down the UEY. He had YEA as well, going to the right, but opting for a more a favored leaf of keeping AETT.
Oh, did he only have one U? I thought I saw a second U. I'm mistaken there.
He had one U, yeah.
Oh, one U, sorry.
And right after that, Jian Rong replies very quickly with we, definitely his highest scoring play. Wasting no time. We've been now again stuck with low scoring tiles, but without a bingo. So don't think he will be scoring too much here. But
and nothing more than 15.
yeah.
Nothing more than 15. His highest score here is 15. And that's going to expose the double letter at on row 7, on row 8. So so I think just balance here, right? Just balance and something like toga under rawness, keeping ATE. But that does expose the A. I mean, maybe keeping gate. So Tau, like, okay, but he doesn't want to block his S's either, right? I mean, that would be silly, being behind.
Yeah, that's probably the dilemma that he's considering now.
Yeah. So so this is really tough because most things here are going to be blocking his BSs.
But at the same time, that is probably where he's going to score the most points.
Yeah, but he has a gone go down to the NE.
Okay. Yep. That doesn't block the S's.
Yeah, 12 points, and he keeps AETT. I mean, double T's are not bad, and they go well with the S. So that might be something. I mean, it's just 3 points away from his highest move here. And it gives him some floaters. Gives him the A and the G to play off from as well. The only thing, I guess, if with Agon, he's just taking out that line under Agon because, okay, so he just goes with Toga.
Okay, interesting. He chose the more defensive position of Toga.
But anyway, the S's are still available to bingo 2, if not through. So.
Yep. And Toga does take an E hook, so there is a sneaky little 7
spot, yes,
yeah,
for his 7, and of course he can bingo under Toga as well.
Yeah. So I like this play.
Yeah, this looks good.
doesn't give away too much, but also gives himself a lot more options.
Yeah, that's right.
To see if he draws something good to go with it. Okay, over back to Jian Rong.
Yeah.
He hasn't used up 2 minutes of his time yet.
Yeah. I think if I were Jian Rong, I would be wanting to block off those S's now. Because TOGA signals that Wei Bin has some low point tiles on his rack right now, or the leaf 3 low point tiles. So I would be looking to take out those S's. He's not going to score much though doing that.
Yeah. Matt in the chat suggests Wei Bin could have played Togate. I think probably in the same position.
Yeah, exactly. Togate. But I guess he wanted to balance.
Yeah. But Togate does take a couple of hooks at the back, right? Takes a D, takes an S. But also wanting to keep
Togate only takes a D.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Togate
just the
only
D.
takes a D.
Probably we've been opting to keep keep more letters on his rack. Letters that he likes.
Yeah. I think he feels he needs to bingo, so he's just trying to make sure he can as much as possible with that leaf.
Interesting choice by Jian Rong. So he's lined up Brave a moment ago, but opted to go for Grove instead. Any reason you think behind that?
Wow. Okay. Interesting. So he wanted to keep so he kept AB, right? Instead of OR.
Yeah.
Oh, I think maybe he just prefers the A instead of the O. Oh, but then he could have, because there's no Brove, right? So I think, that might be the only reason he did that.
Yeah.
And B is actually it's not a bad letter for bingoing. Like, as you can see, he's lined up that the prefix, the BE prefix, and then he's picked up some L's for able, the able suffix.
Okay. And Andrew points out that there have been more A's played, so yeah.
And then he also has Jellable. And just sitting the 7 and
Okay.
golf. Wow, nice, very nice. This is a low prop, which I did not see straight off.
So Jian Rong seeing his top move of Burgos, the blank designating as an R. He places the G on the double letter and the triple word, and seems like we have got a hold. Okay, so Wei Bin is challenging the word just to be sure, making sure that it takes an S. And it is acceptable.
Yeah, very nice, very low prop. It does not come up often, Burgos. Like I don't think I've ever seen this played in a tournament game.
Yeah.
Oh, any game. Oh, any game actually.
Not often you see this.
Yeah.
But very quickly spotted by Jian Rong, and in 4 moves, he's up to almost 160 point lead. Both bingos seeing it almost instantly.
Yeah, so he's been training for sure.
So in the chat, Noah points out that Jian Rong does stand up when he bingos. Not sure if he's just trying to reach that part of the board, or it's just him asserting some level of dominance.
Yeah, I think that's it. The streaming table can be wider than usual. I used to stand up until I realized I could turn the board.
Is there anything that you would do, or like something that you think would affect psychologically or give you an upper hand? Something like standing up in the game?
Of
course, not excessively. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of it like off my head now. But okay, if I think of something, I'll let you know. But I shouldn't give away anything on stream though. right? Give away any
Okay,
tells.
not to give any tells away.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for Wei Bin, having seen two bingos come down, he's drawn into six vowels, two A's, two I's, and an O and an E, and opted to play Ali through the L of Burgals.
Yep, there's a beautiful vowel dump there.
Wow, and look at that. Wei Bin somehow has drawn into a bingo. If it remains open.
So I'm sure Jian Rong is now thinking of how he can shut down this board with that healthy, that healthy lead.
In this position, would you be concerned about the floaters from his own bingo Burgals, or would you be blocking the I spot that Wei Bin just opened? Possible setup, maybe?
I will, but I mean, I'll look at scoring still and then choose, like, something that also blocks. But I would still look at scoring over blocking it at the moment.
Okay. So if he is looking at FUD, interesting position.
Yeah, he's taking some, he is definitely, like, he had MILF under Ali for 32. I don't know whether he saw that, but if he had, then he's definitely maybe thinking of balancing. Oh,
where does MILF play again?
Oh, under Ali. Between Ali and Ronas, MILF, for 32 points, keeping CUDDs. Maybe he's probably missed that, but yes, interesting FUD.
Okay.
Yeah, he's probably just balancing here, just keeping, unduplicating the D's, getting rid of that U. CDIM is, if you're talking about non-one pointers, CDM are not bad bingo tiles.
And fortunately for him, he's blocked Wei Bin's bingo through the A. And
he could have been thinking about blocking that double line too. So
yeah, that's true.
Oh, sorry. You know what? I was talking about MILF. It's because I actually placed Ali just now at the wrong spot. My bad. So I actually placed Ali one row above.
Okay.
Yeah. So sorry about that, everybody.
So Wei Bin now contemplating his choices. I'm pretty sure he spotted the bingo through the A, which has already been pointed out in the chat. And yeah, it's just seeing what other options he has now. He does have a pretty balanced rack, so he might want to keep some of those tiles with so many floaters available.
Yeah, so he has this beautiful play just below Toga for 35 points. That is his highest scoring play.
Is this for Wei Bin?
This is for Wei Bin, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And Jian Rong has drawn the second blank. Looks like it's almost GG. Looks like it won't be blocked, I don't think. And the way Jian Rong's playing this morning in this game, looks like he should be seeing the bingo. Again, already pointed out in the chat. Through the E of Burgals, he has the word impacted, placing the C on the triple and doubling the entire score.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, so M keeping that MICD and pulling out a bingo. So I did say so. Yeah, MCD, all very, bingo friendly actually.
So Wei Bin lines up HO, I think, to play above Ali to take out that spot that is just open. And I guess open up another lane for a 7. Okay, so he's opted instead to play HOC, playing off one more tile. So I know Wei Bin to be the kind of player to lay traps because HOC obviously doesn't
Doesn't take
take an S.
okay.
Yeah, I
Um,
was once a victim of it when he played DRAC, and I hooked on an S to it, which was quickly challenged off.
but I'm wondering, surely he knows that Jian Rong is not going to fall for that.
Yeah, we'll find out soon enough. But he decided to put down the C, and very quickly again, Jian Rong has plonked down his, I believe, highest scoring bingo of impacted with the second blank. And now Jian Rong is 230 points up.
Yeah, huge impact there from that bomb of impacted 90 points.
Thankfully for Wei Bin, he's drawn into a bingo, which he sees it immediately.
Okay. Okay, so now, but he's still, very much behind. Both the blanks are gone. He needs bingos back to back in order to get back into this. Wei Bin is a scorer. He, scores on every move, but this game has not allowed him to do it.
Yeah, the tiles haven't really worked in his favor.
Yeah, turn after turn after turn, he's not been able to score, one pointers with, no bingos. But finally, the bingo, he must be relieved to finally put that bingo down. And, maybe his fortunes, looks like his fortunes has turned a little bit. He's picked up the X and the Z there. So we could see some scoring coming up if Jian Rong doesn't block that E of Toluan.
Oh, he's drawn the Z, the X, and the K together. And
So
he
he's got
actually
the K
does.
for Hawk.
Yeah, he's got a K for Hawk, but he has an even better play with the Z onto the E of Toluin that he just played. He's got a huge score coming up.
Exactly. So as long as it's not blocked by O. Oh, yeah. So there we go. Jian Rong is not about to leave that unattended.
Wow. Jian Rong just 2 steps ahead.
He had, Jian Rong had Nika for M11, but that would be just leaving everything open and opening up even more scoring opportunities. So, he's just keeping his cue and blocking. And also, he just blocks off those bingo, those floaters, right? Of Tollywood.
Yep. I think he blocks off the S as well, although he's opened up another word for the S.
Yeah, so no difference there, but he's taken out like a few threads.
Interesting position. I think there's a few options that Wei Bin can look at. He has lined up the X to play on top of FUD, which would score him a decent score. It opens up another lane just on top of that later on to parallel with the Z possibly, and also holding on to the Z for huge scores coming down from the HI of Hawk.
Oh yeah, that's right. So there is that line there. Yes. Yeah. I mean, he's kind under Toluin for 40, saving both his X and Z to go under HI.
Yep, which is what he's looking at the moment.
Yeah, so his dilemma is now, which one do I play off here that will maximize my chances of, scoring with the other biggies, right?
Yeah, and the good
And
thing about kind is that it opens up another bingo lane underneath,
yes,
which he will probably need.
yeah. Okay, so he takes takes mix. Oh well, yeah, keeping the D and Z is quite smart here because HI takes the D, and then you could have something like dozes, daisier.
Yeah, both possible.
Yeah.
But he definitely needs some vowels to go with that consonant heavy rank. Well, and Andrew is suggesting that Wei Bin play off R and K and keep the ZXD leaf for a possible oxidizer from the O of Gavot. That would be
Oh wow, nice.
that would be all the Scrabble god tiles all lining up.
And that would be the play of the tournament.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he has drawn the J and not oxidizer.
So Jian Rong keeping that bingo friendly leave and choosing to not score with just chin at B2.
Does he have a better play or a higher scoring play?
Oh wait, but he had Nanine coming under HI to the triple for a higher score. Okay, so dits.
Yeah.
So right. So he saw dits and he got dits. He kept the DZ like.
Oh, okay. So he did see something that plays underneath.
Yeah, so keeping
kind.
So keeping DZ was great because it would have gone under HI and also, with the IT pickup under Toluin.
Okay, the game is slowly getting interesting because with Dit scoring 63, Wei Bin is now 110 points down. And on the other side, Jian Rong has 7 1-point tiles. And without a bingo, you never know. Wei Bin could catch up with another two high scoring plays.
Two high scoring plays or just a high scoring play and a bingo. And he would have overtaken Jian Rong.
Yeah. And it looks like Wei Bin has drawn 2 S's to go with his J and K that play onto the right side of both. That's going to score him another good, maybe 60 points.
And Wei Bin is a champion scorer, so that's not a problem for him. And he's kept the K to go behind Hawk. So he will at least get like one huge score from that.
Yeah. He would put something like Jarks. Yeah, something like Jarks maybe.
Yeah. I'll just Jark, saving the S. Okay, let's see what has. Oh, okay, Vina. Oh, we did not look at Jian Rong's rack at all just now. So Jian Rong has sorted out his. But he's pulled up another 2 eyes, sadly. So yeah, the game is still remaining interesting here.
So there are, from Wei Bin's perspective, 12 tiles unseen.
Okay, so right, so he has rojaks, which is a Malaysian dish.
Which is good to have on a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
If you're ever in town.
Yeah.
And rojak plays next to both, right? Making scoring 60 points.
Yes, I forgot about the boss hook earlier when you were suggesting Yarks. And yeah, and I was saying no, just play Yark. But yes, Rojak's next to boss. I think that's the play here. So yeah. 60 and another 60, and we have a game.
Well, initially I was thinking of maybe just playing JAKS, keep the ORS sleeve, but there are 3 Rs unseen, so he might be better off playing off the R.
Right, okay, yeah, so 6 points less.
Oh, there's another very nice play suggested by the chat, Noah, saying KSAR, just underneath of Chins, QIN. I think that scores 53 points.
He's got loads of high scoring. He's got so Yaks, he's got Jacks, he's got oh wait, hang on. So I think he's taking a while to think about this is because he's holding the last S here, right? So he may actually want to leave that spot free for himself.
Yep. So KSAR holding on to the last S.
Yeah. Except that there's a unseen O, so Jian Rong can still take that spot with his unseen O and block it.
Okay.
So he's decided to just take it. Okay.
The slight danger in that is that it exposes the O in case Jian Rong has any high scoring plays there. Fortunately for Wei Bin, he doesn't. He is stuck with 3 eyes. Again, all 1 point low scoring tiles.
Yeah, and also Wei Bin's behind, right? So he needs to keep the scoring opportunities open for himself. So then that play of Roja is pretty good because it allows him chances to catch up without bingoing.
And Wei Bin has drawn into more high scoring tiles, which is something that he needs.
Oh, although yeah, and he's got the Y to sit on that O now.
Jian Rong does have a nice play that scores well and does close up some high scoring spots. Let's see if anyone can spot it in the chat. It does balance out his rack as well. Okay, so he's opted for...
Oh, wow. Peonic is good, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Ionic takes the P. So...
But neither player has the P now, though.
Okay, but it's still unseen. So isn't that a bit dangerous?
A bit risky. I think he's just realizing it now. He's picking it back up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so he spotted the other high scoring play. I would say this is probably the best one.
Yeah, very beautiful. Keeping the same leaf of EIL.
Scoring 23, keeps plays off all his duplicates.
So Wei Bin has UFYMTHS, right? Is that an H or an R?
It's an R.
It's an R. Okay.
Yeah. So the good thing about Jian Rong's move is that it leaves 2 in the bag. And Wei Bin is kind of forced to, if he wants to bingo, which I think is very unlikely considering what he has to play at least 1 tile to be able to bingo.
Yes.
But unfortunately, I think he probably just running out of tiles.
Yeah, he's running out of tiles. Yeah, Jian Rong playing a 4 was very necessary in that last move. Because Wei Bin needs to score and bingo if he's going to take this game. And yeah, so according to Quackle, Wavin has actually no wins right now. Like no chances of a win at all, whatever he does. Sadly.
Yeah.
So
He has lined up MY. I'm guessing he plays onto Money and Dizzy. Scores 30 points.
yeah,
It's a good score.
it's a good call. And yeah, it's a chance to bingo next on the next move. But it's not going to win him the game. He will close the gap, but there is no win after this, I think.
Definitely not with Jian Rong having a rack like that.
Yeah, does he have a spot for his 7? Or can he go through a floater point? Oh, Pedalia. Oh, no. Pedalia doesn't go down.
It doesn't fit. Yeah. Can we see what's unseen from Weibin's perspective? If you can get it up on the screen, surely. All right. So surely Weibin does see that there's a possible bingo for Jian Rong to hold. He might be a bit wary of that. Don't want to open any easy 7-tile lanes. But he is also trying to hoping to draw into one of the E's, maybe, and a possible I. So from what we know from Jian Rong's rack, he has replied, and what is unseen is the I and the R. So those are the 2 tiles that are remaining in the bag. I don't think any combination from Weibin's leaf will yield a bingo from IR. Does it?
Let me. No, I don't see anything. Let me just check that. No, nothing. No, he needs a U. Oh no, he needs an E to go with an additional E in the right spot. So there is an E on the board, but it is not at the right spot. There are a couple of E's, one blocked and the other just he would have had Preachers, Fruiters, Furriers, and those were the only ones. And the only floater that would go with that is the E. So this is why Quackle's saying that he's got no win here. And
he's holding on to the MY again, looking at Moni. I think Moni is the highest scoring play. Leaving Frost, he's probably feeling a little bit frustrated.
Very apt. Very apt.
Yeah. MURST does have better synergy.
Yeah. So I think just take Moni, right? If you've calculated that, there's no chance here, no matter what you pick up.
Not only is it that the tiles are just running out, but the geometry of the board isn't really conducive for a bingo either.
Okay, so why would you not pick Moni over MY actually? Is there any reason to play MY over Moni?
Where would MY play though? I was thinking of Moni.
I thought he put down he put down Moni earlier, not MY? I thought he put down MY under HE.
I haven't seen it yet. Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, no, Moni for sure. Sorry, what am I saying? Yeah, Moni, and then 330.
So the only way I see this winning, so Weibin does have a 7, which is from unseen, it will be Fermiti, as pointed out by Andrew in the chat. But that would mean that he needs to play off SR and draw into Fermiti. But that itself doesn't play anywhere. Unless Jian Rong opens up a lane for him.
Which he isn't going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. there's no win. I think you just go for the score here.
So Wei Bin does opt for Moni and Ditsy. That's his highest scoring play, and empties the bag. He will be a little bit disheartened to see the I and the R coming out of the bag and instead of the E's.
Yeah, which would have helped to just close the gap, perhaps.
Probably even if he had a bingo, don't think he might have won.
No, there was no win. There was no win for Wei Bin after Indian. So
at this point, I guess Jian Rong is just more of a formality of seeing out the game.
yeah, he's just going to make sure that Wei Bin has nothing, make sure that he's tracked correctly, and going through, probably looking at that A to see if there's anything there. And his highest scoring move here is replied from coming down to the RO of Rojas, but then that's going to give back FURR, so he's probably not going to choose that and take the second highest scoring move, the safer one of 33 points.
Which is what he is playing. So replied through the E of Vina, hooking on to ODD.
Yep. And that's it. And so Jian Rong, retaining his top position in the standings with a win against Wei Bin, who's going to have to do a little bit more work to climb up there. And making a dent also in Wei Bin's spread, in case Wei Bin does climb up to challenge him later in the tournament.
Yeah. Of course, Wei Bin, as we mentioned, collecting 300 spread in the previous game. Fortunately, did not draw as well in this one.
Yeah, so he can afford to give away a little bit here, but yeah. So Jian Rong, yes, displaying why he is at the top of the standings at the moment with Begals, the beautiful Begals, and I think noting that Indian Ionic takes the P and changing his mind there, and keeping MCDI, which then got into a bingo after that.
Yep. And so Andrew in the chat points out that with the T and the A from the bottom left of Gavot and Vina, Wei Bin does have a 9, fortunately in the wrong position. So fruits are...
Tartufi.
No, he's got 2 R's. So he actually has star fruit.
Oh, star. Oh, very nice.
He's got star fruit.
Yeah.
From the T and the A.
Yeah, beautiful.
Okay, so Jian Rong plays out with BE, his highest scoring outplay, and he will take the game 468 to 390. Very impressive game from both players. Wei Bin just running short of the tiles that he needed. To be fair to Wei Bin, he actually played very well, coming back from a 200 over point deficit.
Yeah,
there was
nothing. Yeah, there was nothing he could have done with his racks, and he did his best. But he just didn't have enough time to catch up.
Yeah. Enough time and enough tiles, I guess.
Yeah.
He had the awkward racks of the double A, double I.
Yeah. No, like with time, I was just saying that the tiles were running out, and he just didn't have enough left to catch up.
Interesting for the position of Rojax, if he had opted for KSAR, technically also still a very hard spot underneath of Chins, but that would have left him with the S another S, holding the last S.
Yeah. So that's one to look at, like that possibility. And then he would have had that spot, and he perhaps could have, like, he would have kept the O, right? If he had played Sa.
Yeah, he would have kept the O and the S.
Yes, yeah. And then yes, he could have. Yeah, it might have changed the game a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. Technically, he was holding the second last O. But Jian Rong did have the O at that point.
Yes.
So
yeah, he would have, and he had Lino. I think he had Lino. I remember he had Lino lined up.
Yeah, he had Lino
So
lined up, probably to
that's
play in that
right.
spot.
So he was probably going to block that.
Yeah. Interesting position.
Yeah, well, and I don't think Jian Rong made any mistakes in this game. Like he, every move was spot on. Like even choosing to keep B in, playing Grove instead of Brave, right?
Yeah, and that definitely paid off.
Yeah, giving him Bagals after that. So these little choices that he made, very impressive game from both players.
Interestingly, the two plays, I think, like BOH, a very timely play because it blocked Wei Bin's play through the E. He had a huge score with Zendik, Zendik.
Yes.
That scored 70 over points. So
Yeah.
BOH came timely, and then of course FUD, just in time to block Wei Bin's bingo through the A.
Yeah. So FUD was a very interesting play, right? That choice there. Keeping MIDC, although he had like other. I mean, he could have played FUM, but of course he wanted to undouble the Ds. But yeah, he would have maybe played that just to block that double spot.
Yeah. So I would say, apart from the bingos, his two most winningest play, I would say, are the three-letter words FUD and BOH.
BOH, yeah, but very solid with his defense, I have to say.
Yeah, definitely. So guys, if you are playing Scrabble, whether you are new to the game or if you are a veteran player, you have to know your threes and when to use them.
Okay, so we will end this stream now, and we will start a new stream for game 9. See you on the other side, everyone.
Game 10.